How's it going, everybody? PigBay here, PB for short, and today we have the Atlantico. It is a Tier 8 premium battleship that is the Pan-American. As you can see, there's a bunch of Brazilian flags just chilling everywhere. So it's a Brazilian ship. Now the Atlantico it's a powerful boat. I'm not going to say it's completely overpowered. I'm sure everybody's been seeing a bunch of screenshots, of huge damage numbers. I know I've seen them. This match isn't the highest damage I've done, but it highlights something important that I wanted to show. The first thing I want to talk about is the negatives for this ship. Definitely the turret traverse leaves a lot to be desired. As you guys can see, my turrets are turning at a snail's pace. So really bad turret traverse. Number 2 on the list is its speed. You only get 25 knots, right? 25.2 if you want to be exact, but 25 knots of speed. Now, I'm not going to say you find yourself in bad positions quickly. If you have scouting, that is, you can kind of turn and disengage from a flank that you're going to get overwhelmed. But say you don't have scouting. All of a sudden, 4 ships pop up, and you have everybody shooting at you. At 25 knots, you're not going to be able to escape. They're just going to run you down. Ask me how I know, all right? Because it happened to me. I had an Atlantico shooting at me, a Champagne, the carriers bombing me. And not only that, the Benson was torping me at the same time. So there was a lot of incoming fire, and this thing does not take well to focus fire. Now, before I talk about why it doesn't really stack up to focus fire, we'll have to talk about why I wanted to show this video. So as you guys can see, I've been hammering this Friedrich the whole time. Now, you would think this thing wouldn't be able to really stand a chance to a secondary battleship like the Friedrich, but as you guys can see, yeah, he's doing some decent damage, but I'm able to return so much fire with the secondaries and the main batteries. They have enough pen just to be useful if you're aiming at the weak spots. Remember though, this is a tier 9 battleship, German battleship, versus a tier 8 premium Brazilian battleship. So I think it's kind of funny a little bit, that it's just going toe to toe and really holding its own and dishing the pain. Now the Friedrich is going to go down. Unfortunately, eats some two torps, I think, and a flood. Had to damage control that. But let's talk about the third thing I think is one of the downfalls for this ship. Now on the screen, you're going to see me put up a very, very professional made graph for all the HP pulls for the tier 8 battleships. Now as you can see, it has the 3rd lowest HP pool for all these battleships. And I know I got the Odin wrong. It's like 43,000. But this thing comes in at 46,000. And that's not all the battleships. I didn't go through them all, but it's still quite low for the tier. Now the good things about the ship, the main guns, I'm not going to say they're super great, but they're not bad. They're just good enough. You get 10 of them. They're 380s, I believe. But the main gimmick of this ship is its secondaries. Not only do they have a very long range, and they hit like a truck. They're 234s. So you have Cheshires strapped to the sides of you. But you have that secondary overload skill where it reduces your reload time and increases the range. So with my build, I'm running the secondary mod in slot 1, which reduces the reload down of your secondaries by 15%. Add that to the secondary overload skill. It reduces your reload down from I think it's like 8 seconds or something like that, down to 5.3. The secondaries also have an 8% fire chance, which makes it a very good fire starter, to be honest, mixed with that long range secondary. The range on the secondaries is depends on what you build. It's about like 9.3 in the build that I'm running. Once you pop that secondary overload, it bumps it up till about 10 point something. It's far. Alright, this is a long range brawler. One of the things I forgot to mention is the main battery does not come equipped with any HE. It's an AP only battleship. Now you think that'd be a problem with DDs rushing you, but the secondaries are just so the manual secondaries. Alright, the secondaries that you aim yourself are just so accurate that they just chunk them, because again, they're 234s. So let's take stock. The ship has decent main batteries. They have enough pen, you know, especially if you aim at the weak spots. Secondaries are as accurate as Stalingrad's guns, main guns, that chunk because they're 234s. But not only that, it has auto secondaries that honestly do a pretty decent amount of damage as well. Now we already established that it doesn't have a good health pool, but it does have pretty decent armor. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. I didn't really notice it until I was fighting another Atlantico and getting mostly half pens. But if someone's aiming at the right spots and knows what they're doing, you can get chunked pretty hard because of that low HP pool. The other thing that afflicts this ship is the turret bug, but that's not by design. That's just by design, I guess, you know, because it's still in the damn game. But that is one of the things you gotta worry about. But it's not too much of a big deal, to be honest. So all in all, I would say, honestly, the way this ship is, you know, it might get nerfed. You know, just be prepared for that. If you get this ship and it gets nerfed, don't get upset, because it's pretty powerful. But I would honestly say that this is probably the best tier 8 battleship at the moment. Even against Roma or anything like that. Anything at tier 8, this thing can stack up to it. I mean, you already saw me stack up to 2 tier 9 battleships. I did die, but I did a lot of damage before I died. And honestly, I would say this is a must-have, especially since it's a Blitz pass ship. You're getting a camo for it that actually I would say is the better of the two because it buffs the secondaries, and you're gonna get a commander for it. Or is it epic? Yeah, it's epic. Epic commander for it as well, which is definitely a hard deal to pass up on. Don't call me a show, but I just want to, you know, warn people, hey, don't let this one slip away and regret it, because I'm definitely glad I went for it. But yeah, final verdict, must have, recommend it, can't recommend it enough. Yeah, but that's gonna go ahead and do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna leave the gameplay going in the background, but if you enjoy the content, consider, you know, stopping by when I stream, subscribing if you want support. But yeah, until next time.